Tom goes to visit Kath at home and brings her an edible arrangement. Tom asks Kath why OPS is investigating task. Kath tries to spin zone it that all officer-involved shootings have to be investigated, but Tom counters that they don't typically take laptops, PIVs, and personal key cards. He couldn't even get into the office this morning. She tries to bullshit him some more, so Tom directly confronts Kath about what she's not telling him, and Kath says when he was concerned about a leak, she had an analyst look into his team members, and everybody came up clean, except Grasso. There was a formal complaint lodged in 2021 against Grasso. He was part of a task force with another officer who thought he might be tipping off the gangs. Every time the strike force showed up to raid a house, the drugs were in the wind. You want to guess which gang they were investigating? Dark Arts. Ding, ding, ding. So I have to come back to this question that I asked last week.
Same.
Why
huge
then
question.
did Kath allow Grasso to go on the mission?
Unexplainable.
And I talked some with producer Cade off mic before the episode about this, just because I was trying to wrap my head around it. And he was like, well, it sounds like they never found anything substantial.
I guess that's right. If you pay attention to anything about what happens like within that world, like on kind of the work side of things, police officers are very, very well protected in their jobs by their unions and their union reps. So maybe that's here as well, that they can't just suspend him because they'll be jammed up and all sorts of stuff.
But she can't even pull him off the task force?
Or find a way to, like, no, you stay at the office for this one.
Hit him with the Presbalewski. You're on desk work, dude.
It's really weird to me to, like, have Tom tell you that there's a leak, and then you run the investigation, and you find, hey, actually, it might be this guy who already has been suspected one time of doing exactly this.
At the very least, if you're Kath, I think when you roll out to the woods to do this whole bust with the task force, when you break up into teams, you're like, Grasso, you're with me.
Totally, yes.
We're going to be next to each other the entire time. Or Kath could have at least told Tom beforehand, like, hey, by the way, heard back from my analyst, Grasso had this thing in 2021 that's pretty suspicious because guess what? It was tied directly to someone leaking secrets to the Dark Arts. It's so kind of absurd that it put me back in the position where I'm questioning Kath again. I'm like, ooh, maybe Kath is a little crooked somehow, you know, because that's such an insane decision to make.
This could very likely get somebody killed, which it does. I just don't think you're taking this risk.
Especially after they'd set up the Cliff Broward raid. It clearly got leaked. It's crazy to just let him roll out there unencumbered and be a part of the investigation. I don't know what to make of that, man. And maybe there will be some type of tie-up or explanation in the finale. I don't know. Yeah. And then for her to still share it with Tom after the fact, like, well, now that everything's gone horribly f***ing wrong, I'll go ahead and tell you why. By the way, I knew this before you lost an agent, literally as part of a mission that could have been completely avoided.
Yeah.